Some say Chinese is one of the most difficult languages in the world, and learning it is almost impossible.
So learning Chinese, the most difficult thing.
非常非常非常非常非常难
So I'm sort of tone deaf. I can't really hear them.
I think the cultural mindset is the biggest complication for
The
us.
grammar.
知吃思诗都还难
It's just complicated so much.
Only because you're not learning it in the right way. Why not try Takeaway Chinese, where you can take some Chinese away and experience progress day by day. Takeaway Chinese, we will promise you a difference.
你好，欢迎收听随行汉语 Welcome to Takeaway Chinese. I'm your host Niu Honglin, joined by the handsome and hilarious Mr. Tony Reed. Hi, Tony.
Oh, well, hello. I'm handsome today. Wow, that's very kind.
I haven't seen you for a while. I have to throw you a bone or something. But you are handsome, so I'm not lying. So it's, a win-win situation.
Yes. Well, thank you very much. And apparently, you're very pretty. A lot of the listeners comment on that as well.
Oh, 谢谢. And 谢谢 is actually the theme of today. So if you are interested in Chinese culture and you want to get a grips with the Chinese language, then this is the show for you. Stick with us for 30 minutes a day and you soon see the rewards. And for more fun Chinese learning, follow our Facebook page, CRI Learn Chinese, a page that you can also check us out there by videos and live streams. But now, let's provide you with some free Chinese for takeaway. 谢谢您长期支持我们的业务。您太客气了，我们是互惠互利。为了答谢您的信任，我们决定升级您的会员等级。非常感谢。
So here sounds like a conversation maybe at work where you're really thanking people and your colleagues or maybe your superiors and you're trying to sound very, as you say, official. And genuine,
Very close. This is a conversation that will happen in a working environment. But there is a key word in the conversation that is 会员. 会员 actually means membership. So 会员
会员 sounds
坏人
that's a
bad
bad person, right? Okay.
会员
会员
Exactly. So 会员 would be member. So since we're talking about your membership, actually the relationship between those two should be a client and the person who's dealing with his business. So for the first sentence, 谢谢您长期支持我们的业务。
谢谢, that's clearly thank you. 您 here, that's you. A polite way to say you, right?
Yes.
Because of the N at the end. And 长期, this
长期
is like long term.
Yes.
Right? So, 支持, this is support.
Support, 支持
So far it's thank you for your long-term support. 我们, that's we, right?
我们 is we or us, and 我们的 would be our.
Oh, our, right. And then 业务.
业务
Is this a business?
Business.
Business.
业务 is a very interesting word because 业务 can be our business, as in thank you for choosing our business would be thank you for choosing our product or our service, a company's business. And 业务 can also be used in a scenario as we say 业务能力 in Chinese. 业务能力 能力
能力.
It's ability or capability. So 业务能力 actually means professional ability. So 业务 actually refers to a general idea of the stuff, of the concept, of the things you do on your job.
Okay.
So if you're a company, the things you do on your job would be, like in English you say business. So the service or product you provide. And as a person, the things you do on your job would be your professional skill, your skill set. So that's 业务.
业务. What if I want to say thank you for your hard work? Let me try, okay? So 谢谢您 or 你的努力.
谢谢你的努力. That's totally right.
That'll work.
Oh, yeah, it works. It works perfectly. I'm so proud
right.
of you. Yes. So you can actually add a full sentence about the things you're going to thank the other person after 谢谢 or 谢谢您的. So thank you for your something. So here, 谢谢您, we know is thank you. 长期支持我们的业务，长期 long term 支持 support 我们的业务 our business. Thank you for supporting our business for a really long time. And in your case, 谢谢您的努力. Thank you for working really hard.
Now, I also heard 努力工作.
努力工作.
So, which one? So, I guess, can you break that down a little bit? Like 努力 and then 工作 is work.
Yes.
So,
努力 is hardworking.
Okay.
Or diligence. And also here, if you want to thank someone's something, you say 谢谢您的. So you being hardworking, your diligence is your diligence. So you say 您的努力. But if you want to say thank you for working hard, you drop the 的. You say 谢谢您努力工作. That's how you do it.
Got it.
And then part B said, 您太客气了，我们是互惠互利.
So, 您太客气了. So, 客气了 is like politeness, right? So, 您太, so you're very polite. So, I guess that's another way of saying don't mention it.
Don't mention it, because we know 客 is guest. And 气 actually in Chinese, you know the 气 in 气功. So 气 actually can stand for a kind of
Energy.
It can mean a certain atmosphere, the vibe, you're emerging, you're emitting,
yes. Your aura.
Your aura. So actually, if you are giving a vibe that you're a guest and that is why you're being too polite, then I'll be offended because I treat you as my friend. You don't have to be feeling like a guest. You don't have to be too polite. That's like the underlying meaning of this word. So you remember, 客 is guest.
Yeah.
气 is the aura, the vibe, the atmosphere.
Guest aura.
And if you have a guest aura, you shouldn't be. And that is why I say you're being too polite. You're sending out this guest vibe that I don't think you should have. You don't have to. So I say, 您太客气了. You're very welcome. 我们是互惠互利.
Okay, so 我们 is we, right? Here is we.
Here is we.
是 is 互惠互利. It's a really difficult word to say 3 times.
Let's do it again. 互惠互利.
互惠互利.
Exactly. So 互 stands for 相互. 相互 would mean mutual. And 惠, both 惠 and 利 means benefit.
Also mutual benefit.
Mutual benefit. So it's saying that, yes, of course, I'm taking your business, but it's not because I am doing you a favor, but because I like your business. We are mutually beneficial. We are helping each other.
We're helping each other. So
Yeah.
don't be so kind, or
Exactly.
don't be a stranger.
Don't be a stranger. So 您太客气了，我们是互惠互利. And then here part A said, 为了答谢您的信任，我们决定升级您的会员等级.
So,为了 it's like for, right?
For or in order to.
答谢 so you're 答谢 here.
答谢 is also thank you.
So for also 您的 is your 信任, so trust. So for your trust, right? Or in return for your trust.
In return for your trust.
Okay. 我们决定 So 决定 here is decide.
Yes.
Right, and this is in the verb format.
决定 can be seen as a verb or a noun.
Okay, so 我们决定, so we decide. 升级, so this is upgrade in the verb, right?
Yes, 升级 upgrade.
Okay, 您的 your 会员, and this is membership.
Membership.
Right? And then 等级.
等级.
等级, wait, don't tell me. This is like level.
Level.
Right? Which brings a question. So
Yes.
in English, we can just say we decided to upgrade your membership. So we can just say 我们决定升级您的会员 and then stop. But we need to say in Chinese, we need to say 登记, right?
You don't need to say 登记. You can say 登记. Actually, in Chinese, you can omit 登记 as well.
Oh, so you understand what I'm saying? If
Totally.
Okay.
So, actually, for today's conversation, I believe the sentences are not very complicated. The grammar behind it is very straightforward, and actually, it feels there's a lot of resemblance between the Chinese and English sentence in this conversation. So the tricky part would be the vocabulary, and these vocabulary are very often seen in business setting, in working environment, and that is why we feel the need to include them in our episodes. So 答谢 is a very official way of saying thank you, but it's more like express my thanks to you. We often say 答谢 something. You can't really use it individually in itself. You have to add something. You have to 答谢 something. And most of the times, 答谢 is used when you're talking about thanking your client.
Okay.
And 信任 is trust. And there is another word, 相信. 相信 would be believe. So if I say I believe you, is 我相信你.
Okay.
If I want to say I believe in you or I trust you, that'll be 我信任你.
我信任你.
Yes, 我信任你. So that's the first half of the sentence. Then we have 我们决定, we decided, 升级 upgrade, 您的 yours, 会员等级 or just 会员 membership. So here 升级 is also very useful. You can 升级 a lot of things. Sometimes you say exactly, you can 升级 your 套餐. 套餐 would be the combo or service you're choosing.
Can I try one?
Yeah.
So 我要升级我的座位.
座位.
Can I do this?
You can do that. You can do that in like for airplane.
Right.
Or
That's what I was hoping to say.
Yeah, or for train, especially for high-speed rail, 高铁 in China, you can 升级你的座位.
Okay.
People would totally understand.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, so 升级 upgrade. You can upgrade a lot of things. 升级很多东西 upgrade a lot
And
of
what
things.
about 决定? Like if I want to say 你的决定什么? Can I say that? Like, what do you decide, or what is your decision?
You have to say 你的决定是什么?
是什么?
Because here you're actually treating 决定 as a noun.
Oh, yeah, that's
What
right.
is your decision?
What's your decision? And how do you say, what did you decide?
You say 你决定了什么?
Okay.
Because actually, if it's what you have decided,
Then you have 了.
you
for
have
the
了,
past tense,
suggesting this decision has been made. This action has been finished.
right? Okay, I
So,
understand.
you ask 你决定了什么 or 你的决定是什么?
好的.
And then we have the, rather simple one, 非常感谢.
You know, 非常感谢, I use this a lot. And every time I use this, I get some interesting smiles from everyone that I say this to. When I say 谢谢, people just nod or, yeah, okay. But when I say 非常感谢, which means thank you very much, right? I think maybe it has a very deep, or maybe it's more than just thanks. It's a very, very grateful thank you maybe.
Yes, thank you very much is 非常感谢. So do you have any other questions?
Well, I would like to try and use so I'm going to try to throw a question at you from one of the vocabulary words. 你的长期目标是什么?
That's perfect.
So
what's your
not-
long-term goal?
Yes, did that work?
It totally works, and
Alright,
it's a
good.
great sentence. 你的 yours 长期目标 long-term aim, long-term goal, long-term dream even. 是什么 is what? 目标 here is target. Or if you say, I'm aiming for something, that will also be 我的目标是 my target is, my goal is. So 目标 你的长期目标是什么? What is your long-term goal? Great sentence.
We say sure because of the noun, right?
Yes.
Here the noun is 目标.
目标. Totally. That's great. So do you think we can try the conversation now?
Yeah, if I'm the second...
You're going to be the second one.
Okay.
Let me be the first and pronounce all the vocabulary perfectly.
Okay, go ahead.
谢谢您长期支持我们的业务。
您太客气了，我们是互惠互利。
为了答谢您的信任，我们决定升级您的会员等级。
非常感谢。
Thank you. That's great. You are listening to Takeaway Chinese with myself, Niu Honglin, and Tony. We would love to hear from you. Send us your thoughts by email to learnchinese@cri.com.cn. Coming up next, let's talk about different expressions to show your gratitude and different ways to respond to the word thank you. Don't go away, so you will take some Chinese away. Welcome back to Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niu Honglin, joined by Tony Reed. Hi, Tony.
Hey, Honglin.
So, do you know some other ways, any other ways of saying thank you in Chinese?
Besides 谢谢 or 非常感谢 or I guess there's a lot of different expressions. 小小心意.
You know, a very funny one. 小小心意不成敬意还望笑纳. Are you talking about this one?
Yeah, it's really long though, so I can't remember it all.
It's really long and it's used in very, very official, very business kind of environment or setting. Because 小小心意, we know 心意 is like a meaning from my heart. So 心意 is kind of like a gesture from my heart. So it's a gesture I'm making. 小小 is just, this is just a small gesture. Small gesture. 不成敬意 means it's not enough to express my gratitude to you or my respect to you. And that is why I hope you can accept it. 还望笑纳.
Sounds like a wordsmith, like you're trying to win someone over.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're giving someone a gift, but you're trying to say this is just a small gift. It's nothing serious. You don't have to...
This is a small token of my appreciation.
Exactly. That's a great translation. A small token of my appreciation, so you can accept it without feeling that you owe me anything, without feeling it's a burden. It's not. It's supposed to be something small and something I'm making a gesture with. So it'll be 小小心意不成敬意还望笑纳. Actually, even though the person is saying that it's just something small, it's a small token, it's not necessarily has to be something really tiny or, inexpensive. It can be something a little bit, serious if you want.
Could be a ring,
Could. It actually could. But you still want to use will you marry me to go with the ring instead of, this is a small gesture. Anyway, what I'm trying to say here is that Chinese people are very humble in a lot of occasions, especially ancient Chinese people. They are very humble. They like to sometimes make things insignificant on their side and make things a lot more significant in the opposite side's side. It's our way of showing respect.
And humbleness.
And so, 小小心意不成敬意还望笑纳. The same logic goes with if someone give you a favor. Chinese people are very, let's say we like to keep the favor in our mind forever. For the people who have helped us, who have lend a helping hand, we like to remember it forever. And that is why sometimes we say 你对我 you to me 恩重如山.
This is your favor is like a mountain?
Yes, it's as heavy as a mountain. 恩重如山.
So this makes the other person feel like this person is working really hard for you.
Or you can say 恩深似海.
It's like deep, like the ocean.
As deep as the ocean. So if you think about it, you've done me a favor and I really appreciate it. I'm comparing it to the weight in my heart, your favor, the weight of your favor in my heart is as huge as a mountain, and I have feelings as deep as the sea. So it's...
I guess I took that differently. I thought like, doing a favor for you is as heavy as a mountain.
No. It's not about the favor itself. It's about how I view it. It's about how I see the favor. So maybe to you, it's just a small thing you did for me, but to me, it's a great deal, and I appreciate it. I remember it, and I will repay it with all I have when you need me to. And that is why we also have the expression 滴水之恩当涌泉相报.
This is like a drop of water. I can't get the 涌泉相报.
涌泉相报. This can, this sentence actually means if you done a favor like as small as a drop of water, I will repay it with the amount of water that is from a, surging spring, from a fountain.
Okay. So you give me a little, I'll give you a lot.
Exactly. It can mean even if it was just a little help from others, you should return the favor with all you can when others are in need. This is...
Sounds like a really good rule of thumb. I mean, if you give a lot, you will receive. It sounds like a very well-known proverb. I mean, it seems like it's a bit hard for people to honor, but this is I think it's really good.
It actually is. And when I was a little kid, my parents always say things to me that 滴水之恩当涌泉相报. If a person has done a favor for you, you should always remember and always seek the opportunity to repay with all you have. Because even though maybe they were just giving you a helping hand, maybe it was not supposed to be a huge deal for them, it's not the reason for you to diminish it. They still did you a huge favor when you're in need. And that is why you need to always be humble, always respect the favor, and always remember it, and always repay with all you can when they're in need.
Yeah, I guess it has a similar feeling as be kind to the people as you are moving up, because you have to face those people when you go back down.
Oh, yeah, that is a little bit like that as well. A little bit. It's, respecting others.
Yeah, respecting others.
Yes. So, from all these proverbs or idioms, I think you can get the gesture about what kind of significance we put on showing our gratitude, on making sure that if someone have helped us, we'll always remember it. So that brings us to the end of today's Takeaway Chinese. I'm Niuniu and Tony. Join me today in the studio, Mr. Tony Reed.
It's a pleasure to be here.
It's great to have you here as always. And at the end, one last thing I'd like to say at the end of today's episode is a special thanks to our dear friends Wilson So. Wilson So is a friend from the Easy FM app, which is a great app that you can find us there. You can find Takeaway Chinese as well as Illuminating Chinese Classics. Wilson So is a friend on Easy FM app. I didn't really know there was this donating function on that app. So if you like the hosts of a show, you can actually donate money to the app and to us. Wilson So has been doing this like for nearly half a year with significant amount of money, I would like to put it that way, without revealing his privacy. Thank you so much for doing that, and we really appreciate your support. 非常感谢. And I think it's a great gesture. Even you haven't left any message, or I didn't really find you on Facebook, I still want to, show my gratitude. Saying again, thank you very much. You don't really have to do that in the future, just come here and play with us. Stay on Facebook and let's communicate. Let's help you more. We really appreciate your support and we would love to help you more.